Hi YouTube! So I spent my day reading online and I stumbled upon a forum, or I don't know what it is. However, I followed a link and I followed another link like it always happens. And apparently people are talking about YouTubers and it's crazy. I don't know, some YouTubers seem to have like giveaways and fake accounts, who wins the giveaways and just stuff like that. That would really suck for the people who enter the giveaways. But also, I don't think you should be stalking other people, should you? But when you go on YouTube, you are kind of putting yourself out there. I don't know how I feel about it, but I started feeling like down because when you read bad stuff, you always do. So I decided to put it aside and craft. And I want to craft a flower pocket letter. I don't know, maybe because it's spring, maybe because I never made one, and I want to make a very simple one to send it off. No idea who am I gonna send it to. I just want to craft one. So, and all I need are 3 things. I punched some flowers, I have a white card, and I have some bling right here. And it's gonna be so super easy, you will be like, oh, is it over already? So let's start. I will take the white card and I have like an orange marker, and because it's so super duper white, I will just like go around the corners. And I picked the orange marker because I have one orange flower. I could have picked any color, it doesn't matter. You can do a marker or you can do whatever, something colorful. So, I don't know, some ink or whatever. Excuse me. So, I don't know if the flowers will be enough, if I want some other colored flowers. But basically all I'm gonna do is to stick the flowers to the white paper. And I did clean my room. Do I say it every time? Apparently I clean my room every day. I don't know. It's always like an ongoing process. It looks pretty clean, but I like to, I don't know, to reorganize. I just want to find a system. But every time I make a video, I say I clean my room. So I need some glue. Always when I clean my room, that's what I wanted to say, is I forget where I put my stuff. I try to label now, so maybe I will be better. But it's like I have a drawer and it's labeled, I don't know, let's say buttons. And I open it and there is maybe like 3% of the drawers buttons, and everything else is empty. I really don't own a lot of stuff. It's like, and I'm not buying anything this month, like I said, so I'm good. As long as I have my stuff, I don't need to buy more. I don't need to have so much that I don't know where to put it. So that will be it. I will just do this. Put some flowers on top. I know, right? Crazy. So I really want to make like shorter videos because I feel like, I don't know, I need to make 3 videos for one pocket letter, and I don't know if I'm wasting your time, you know what I mean? I don't know, maybe you guys like to watch a longer video. Like me personally, I like to watch longer videos. Sometimes I'll look for the longer video because I'm doing something, or I just want to relax on the sofa and I don't want to get up and like look for another video. So I pick, mostly if I want to watch something to relax, I will pick a Happy Mail video because I know it's mostly a longer one. And I just pick randomly and watch them. And if it's like a half hour or whatever, I'll just watch a half hour so I can lay down for a little bit and relax. So this is almost done. Now I'm just gonna take the gems and I will put them on top for a little bit of bling. I was looking on YouTube. I was trying to find some ideas for loaded envelope or flip books, because Deb, who sent me this huge package, she said she would exchange one with me, and I've never done one before. And you know, I was trying to look for something, but maybe it's me, maybe I just don't know what I'm looking for. But I wish I would find somebody who does the same simple things like I do. I don't know if you understand, because every time I look for something, it's always very complicated, and it's always using stuff I don't have. I don't know, and I really dislike that, because either it makes me want to buy more things, or it like makes me upset because I don't have this stuff and I don't want to spend money to buy these things. But yeah, so maybe if you know somebody who does just simple pocket letters or whatever paper crafts like this, maybe you could give me like a tip. So my card is actually done. So that's simple. It's gonna be super simple because I want to make something and I just don't want a lot of stuff going on. I don't know. It's enough going on in my head already. So for the next card, I will do almost the same thing. Not almost the same thing, but I will need almost the same things. I will just take another white card. And as you can see, I like to craft like with the white or the brown cardstock. I don't know. I'm not a person of a lot of color, I guess. And I'll just use a yellow marker this time, just so it's a little bit of a difference around the card. So I'm just gonna take the leftover paper I have from the punched out flowers I had on the other card, and I will use this the punch as my guide, because I want them to be a little bit wider than the flowers. So this is what I'm gonna do. I will just cut a little bit wider. I will cut the bottom part off anyways. So I want to go with the yellow and purple and pink. It's maybe like, it depends on your flower if you have another punch. I still don't know, guys, how to say that. Somebody gotta teach me. You see that? This is my width. So let me, it's like 1.8 centimeters if you have a centimeter. But you can just look and do it like your flower, as big as your flower is, just a little bit bigger. And then I want to cut them off at the same length. And I want to make the bottom round, so I will just cut it. I will just stick them to my card. Now I will just punch some flowers in the same color, and I want to punch 3 of each because I want to layer them. I want one flower to have 3 flowers, and I will just layer them and I will glue them down with some glue just on top of each other. So then you get a flower like this. It's 3 punches on top of each other. So you can also use a sticker, I assume, if you want to, but I wanted like just the same color. And I know it's going to be a little bit flatter in the pocket letter, but I want to go ahead and just, you know, spread them out a little bit so they are not all flat. And I'll just use my knife for that. I don't know, I can't do it with my fingers. And I will just stick them down right there. And I will use a gem once again. I think it's like, I don't know, a tutorial of a pocket letter using 3 items. Right? But why not? You don't always have to use like a bunch of supplies. And this is what I want to do. I'm not sure if I will do anything to the bottom later or whatever, but for right now, this is what I did. And I will just stick it in like that and see later if it goes with everything else or it doesn't. So next card, I need 2 pieces of paper. I took just a normal printer paper for the top layer and cardstock for the bottom layer. And now what I want to do is, this time I want to measure a little because I don't want to do it wrong. And I will punch my flowers into this one. So just like this. This will be like the corner thing. And I'm sure I'm gonna put something on it. I'm gonna keep the white ones just in case I need them. But I don't need them for this one. For this one, I want to lay it on top of my cardstock. And kinda, you know, put some dots at the ends of my flowers. Because this is where my colored cardstock will go. And then I will take cardstock. This one is too small, but like a piece of yellow. And I will just see how long it's supposed to be or how much I need. And I cut it off. And I will stick it right here. And I will make sure that it covers up the dots I just made. I don't want too much of it because I don't want it to be too bulky, but you know, so just get as much to cover up the part where the flower will be on the top, right? So this is gonna like look through. Once it's all down there, all the colors you wanted to use, you can just go ahead and cover it up. Make sure it's all like covered up here and the colors are looking through. And you can use washi. I just thought about that. Maybe you like washi. If it's wide enough, different colored washi would be really cool. But I used this now, so. And I will just stick the white piece of paper on top. Try to not cover up the colored ones too much, you know, so they don't stick through the holes. Probably using a normal glue would be better. I did not think of that. Of course I didn't. And I will just go ahead and use a blue marker just because I started using markers around it. And I think blue goes best with this one. And I want to use this, I don't know, sticky dots, I know. I got them at the Dollar Tree, I think. And the good thing is they come in all colors I used right here for my flowers. And the funny thing is, this is really a coincidence that this sheet has purple and orange and light blue and dark blue and pink and yellow. It's just too funny because I went to get this one, but this one wouldn't have everything, and then I saw this one and it just had everything. So for right now, this is how it looks like. So the paper would be looking through. I don't know, I hope you can see it. And I will leave it like that. I'm not sure what I'm gonna be putting onto the cards later, so that's why I will leave them just like they are and maybe put something on top, but I will figure out later. And because this one is a corner card, I think I'm gonna just put it down there so it looks like it belongs into a corner, and then I will put something else on there later. But for right now, I'll just leave it like that. Once it's done, I can see it better. whatever is missing or whatever I would like to do. Now this is done. Once again, off to the next one. The next card is just as simple as the cards before that, and I want to use a pink marker for my edges here. So it's just a simple white cardstock with a pink marker around it, and I will be using the Michael's $1.50 flowers. So they have this bin. I don't know if they always had that. I just found it like last month, I think, when I went there with my gift card. However, they are for $1.50. I hope I'm not lying, but I think this was, yeah, they had like butterflies and flowers in there and a couple other things I don't even remember anymore. And I will just glue them with glue dots. I arranged some flowers because I wanted a certain way, you know, for them to go. And I also want to kind of try to keep it in the middle. All I'm gonna do is cut my glue dots in half, because I think like a whole glue dot is just too much, and then, you know, you don't waste anything and you can use it for a longer time, but also it's just, you know, it's too much. And with these flowers, just like with the butterflies, you should be seriously carefully. They are so thin, they will rip if you aren't careful. So, and I want to start out right here, I think. Or should I? Yeah. They are like, I don't know, they remind me of tissue paper, I guess. Not tissue paper, I can't even tell, but they are really, really thin, and yeah, they rip very quick. I tried to take off a butterfly. The butterflies are stickers already, but the flowers are not. So I tried to take off a butterfly just out of its packaging, and it ripped on me. So just be careful. I think it's a better idea because it's really like a lot of work to take them off. On the flower, I'll just put it right here onto the card. I don't know why I didn't think of it before. So, and then stick my flower on it, so I don't have to rip it from the flower, kind of. And I think even 1/4 of a glue dot would be enough, because they are just so lightweight. They're gonna stick pretty well. And this is all I'm gonna do to this one. So I picked just all the different flowers because I wanted them to be in a certain arrangement, I guess. So this is what I came up with. I think this pocket letter goes much quicker than all the other ones. I don't have to make like 3 videos out of it. I guess 2 will be enough. I hope so. Certainly hope so. So for the next card, I need my white cardstock once again. And I'm going to go around the edges with a purple marker. Just because I don't have a purple yet in my collection. And I cut myself a couple squares in different colors. They are around 1 inch. So I'm gonna take my scissors and I will just cut the edges here. I don't have a punch like that, so I'll just help myself with the scissors. So this is how they look like. Try to keep them in the same size, so when you cut the edges off, just try to cut kind of the same amount off. And I punched coordinating flowers to go with that. And now I'm going to find the center of each of them, and it's pretty easy. I will just draw 2 lines just so I need where just so I can see where I need to punch. And now I'm thinking maybe I should have done the punching first. Now the pieces are so small, the punching is gonna be harder, but I hope I can manage. So now, because I'm not preparing stuff before I make the videos, I'm like not, I don't pre-craft or whatever, I craft on the video. Sometimes I get a better idea while I craft, but I have to do it the way I'm doing it already. So I think if you punch out your flower like this, and then just cut around it an inch by an inch, and then do the edges, it's gonna be much easier, because I basically need a punched flower inside of this part now, and I could have just punched my flower. I don't know, I just wasn't thinking, I guess. So you can do it this way. I have to do it another way now because I don't want to be wasting this. But it's gonna be harder for me now because they are so small to actually punch them in the center. So I will have to move them around a little so I can actually punch them. It still is possible, but you would save yourself time. And that's why I show you when I mess up or there's a better way. I think it really is much better and easier when you punch first and then you cut around to make your square. I don't know why I wasn't thinking before, but hey, now I have to work harder, right? My husband always tells me to work smarter and not harder, but I guess I didn't learn yet. So if I do it this way, I have to find my center first before I can punch. And I have to move around my flower. And I have extra flowers now, so I can gift even more. Alright, so I worked harder, not smarter. But it turned out to be just fine, just fine. So I'm gonna go like this with my 3 colors right here, and then I'll probably go this way, and then I'll do the yellow and the orange right here, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do here. I might just print out something or whatever. I will see. Like I said, I will finish up the whole pocket letter a little later. So now I just want to find the middle because I really don't know sometimes. So we'll just find the middle of the card and put a dot right there. I want them to be in the center, that's it. If you don't need that, you don't need to do that. So then I will just start out with my middle part and I will glue it to my cardstock. I always help myself with tweezers because, I don't know, my fingers are too big, I guess. I cannot pick up stuff sometimes. So my card has dried. I had it underneath my mat to keep it flat. And now, before I clicked recording, I glued one flower already. But it's just the same colored flower. I put some glue in the middle and I stuck it right into the hole. But only glued it in the middle though. I will do another one real quick. Like this. And I will just finish them up. So I did put up the petals all the way for right now, just so they don't get stuck or anything. But this is basically, it's gonna be this way. I'm not sure about this part, what I'm gonna put on there, I will see. But this is it for now. I'm going to put some gems in the middle, of course. And I think I'm gonna go with the pearls, not the gems. So I think it looks better. And I have a couple in on the card I made before that, so it all comes together at the end. And I need 5. So you might have noticed that I cut out most of my videos, the parts where I'm actually doing this stuff. So if I showed you one, I make a cut and then I show you the finished one. I wonder if this is better for you, because at the beginning I would show you everything and just fast forward it for you, so make it faster. and now I'm cutting this part out. You tell me which one is easier for you, because I'm doing this for you basically. I don't need to film myself craft for me to see. I hope to inspire somebody else, or to show that you can do it in an easy way or with less supplies. So just tell me how you like the video more, because I don't want to waste you guys' time. I can do both. For me, it's, you know, it's not a biggie to do any of these ways, but I want to do it in the way it's better for you. So just let me know in the comments. Now I will just take the pearls, or try to, and stick them right in the middle of the flowers. So this is the finished card. It's not finished, so I will be doing something on the bottom, but I'm not sure yet what. But those are the flowers, just for you to see. I hope you can see that they kind of stand up here. So one more thing I want to say, and I think I said it many times already. This is all not my idea, so you can find it somewhere online. I have like a lot of papers. So when I'm online and I see something, I would draw myself something and just, you know, write down the ideas I see, and then I might change it or I might not, you know, I might do just the same thing I saw. But I just don't want this, like, you get the feeling as if I'm pretending to have invented this. I did not. I just don't want people saying that I'm like doing something or I stole an idea, because maybe I'm just influenced right now by the reading I had. So I want to say it once again. Stick it in here, and this one is done. I think it starts to like come together, and I don't know, as I said before, I just sometimes like the clean look, especially when there is a lot going on in my life and my head is all messed up already. I can't take messed up stuff. I need something organized. So just like that. So this is how far I am right now. I'm not sure about the stamping still, or anything else I want to do here. I think I know what I want to do here, but you know, it will all come together at the end. So very quickly, I just show you the cards, how they look for now. And this space bugs me because I'm not sure what I want to do here. But like I said, I know what I'm going to do here. And this is it for this part. I don't want the video to get too long, as always. So if you liked it, give me thumbs up. If you didn't, give me thumbs down so I know what to do. And yeah, follow me on Instagram and Facebook. My Facebook is pretty lonely, but that's all right. If you don't wanna, you don't wanna. I'm like not forcing anybody. And share the video. Maybe somebody else wants to see and to learn, or just to craft with me. I don't know, give me some ideas. And you guys have a great day. I see you for the next part. Bye-bye.